Hey, welcome back to the Mr. Excel Netcast. I'm Bill Jelen. We're still here in New York City. These are amazing tricks. These are the 16 brightest Excel rock stars in the world that qualified to come here for the ModelOff World Financial Competition. Now we have JP Maltais with this cool trick for multiple criteria testing. All right, so JP, where are you from?
I'm from Canada originally, from the French part in Quebec City.
French part of Quebec City. How'd you hear about the competition?
I heard through the internet, a friend's website, and I forget exactly which, but it sounded fun, so I thought I would try it.
That's great. Okay, tell us what your trick is then.
This is a simple trick to test on a condition over several criteria, and what I'll do is I'll use conditional formatting along with the fact that Excel recognizes the numbers 1 and 0 as logical criteria to be able to test things really quickly and easily. So what I'll do is, first of all, do a conditional formatting to be able to show the numbers 1 and 0 in a more user-friendly way. So what I'll do is I'll assign the value yes for any positive number, and I'll assign the value no for anything which is 0. So if it's true, if it's number 1, if it's true, it'll be shown as a yes, like this.
Cool.
If it's negative, if it's false, if it's 0, it'll show as a no. So what I've done here is just build a small spreadsheet with just 3 very basic data sets. Let's call them Mark, Sam, and Mary. And I'll say here that Mark and Mary are both happy. And I'll say that Mark is rich, Sam is rich, but Mary isn't. And I'll say that, you know what, Mark and Sam aren't the best in the world, but Mary is.
Okay.
And it will say, what's this? And sum total will test as if, we'll say if, let's check if they are doing well, if doing well. Right?
Okay.
And what I'll do is I'll build a small formula equals if, and I'll test if all 3 conditions are met. And for this, all I have to do is multiply the numbers one by the other. And so if the result is 1, if it's true, then I'll say, well, all is well. But if the answer is 0, if it's false, I will say, well, better improve.
Okay.
And that way, I can test for the condition very, very easily. In this case, because there's always a no somewhere, everyone has to improve.
Let's make Mary rich.
But if we make Mary rich, then everything
well.
is all is well. So in this way, you're able to test for conditionality in a huge number of criteria. I used this when I did an aircraft leasing transaction, and I had 100 planes with a number of conditions, and this way we were able to test the conditionality on each plane, and it actually worked really well.
That's why. So yeah, 100 rows, 100 different planes. How many different criteria going across in your?
Exactly, I had 100 sheets.
100 sheets. Oh my gosh!
Over like 25 years, very complex, and in this way we were able to keep track of what was going on.
That's cool. Okay, so just to recap here, we have the numbers 1 and 0. Your custom number format. Very cool there. The first zone is yes, that's for positive numbers. The second zone for negative numbers, we don't have any negative numbers, so that's blank. Third zone for zeros shows no. So that allows us to see the words yes and no, which is good. But then it's actually storing the 1s and 0s, which allows this formula over here. What a great, great trick. All right, JP, thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
All right, well, hey, I want to thank you for stopping by. We'll see you next time for another Netcast from Mr. Excel.